What if the baby born to a king and queen was not really theirs? What if someone quietly switched the royal baby at birth and no one ever knew until it was too late? This is not a fairy tale. This is a real story of a baby swapped in total secrecy and a royal family that ruled for years under a lie until death finally brought the truth to light. We go back to a large European kingdom during the late 1600s. This was a time when royal blood was everything, and who your parents were decided your entire life. In the famous House of Valoria, the queen gave birth to a baby boy. It was a cold night. The royal bedroom was filled with soft candlelight. Nobles stood waiting outside, hoping for good news. When the baby cried, the whole palace celebrated. A future king was born. He was named Prince Cassian. But in another part of the palace, deep in the servants' area, a poor woman named Marisol also gave birth that same night. Her baby was weak, struggling to breathe. At the same time, the queen's newborn boy stopped breathing without warning. One night, two births, one dead baby, one alive, and one secret decision that changed history. The royal midwives panicked. The queen must not lose her child, they thought. So, one midwife made a shocking choice. She took Marisol's baby and placed him in the queen's cradle while telling no one. That baby became Prince Cassian. As Cassian grew up, the palace staff noticed strange things. The prince's eyes looked nothing like the queen's, they whispered. He was kind and gentle. He liked books and music. He did not enjoy sword training. He hated loud noises and public events. His father, the king, grew worried. He wanted a strong son who could lead armies and ride into battle. Cassian was not that boy. Meanwhile, Marisol's real son, Lucas, was growing up as a servant. He helped in the kitchens and washed clothes. But he was smart. He could count better than most adults. He loved to learn and read anything he could find. One day, a royal advisor noticed Lucas doing difficult math on a piece of scrap paper. "Your brain is sharp," he told him. "You were made for something greater." Lucas only smiled and said nothing. Cassian felt out of place in the palace. He followed the rules, but he did not feel like he belonged. When he turned 14, the king told him to take part in a royal jousting game. Cassian refused. "I do not want to hurt anyone," he said. The king was angry and ashamed. But he said nothing in front of the court. Behind closed doors, the king yelled at him. "You must act like a future king." Cassian stayed silent, holding back tears. Lucas, on the other hand, grew taller and stronger. Some said he looked more royal than the actual prince. But he stayed quiet, sweeping floors and delivering food. No one knew the truth. As Cassian's 16th birthday approached, things began to change. The midwife who had kept the secret for years fell sick. Marisol visited her. They had a painful conversation. The midwife said, "I thought I was saving a life. But maybe I destroyed another." They both cried. Then they wrote a letter. A letter that could change everything. Cassian once looked into a mirror and said to himself, "I feel like I am wearing clothes made for someone else. Like I am pretending to be a prince." The night before Cassian's big celebration, the letter was quietly delivered to his room. It had no name on the outside. Just 3 words. "Read in private." Cassian opened it. His hands shook as he read. "You were not born to the queen. Her baby died the night you were born. You were switched with a servant's child. The true prince lives in the kitchens. His name is Lucas." Cassian could not breathe. Everything he knew, his family, his title, his future was a lie. He ran to the midwife's room and demanded answers. She nodded slowly. "I am sorry, my prince. I thought I was doing what was right. But now I do not know." Cassian sat alone for hours. He did not eat. He did not sleep. What should he do? If he told the truth, the kingdom would fall into chaos. People would demand Lucas take the throne. The court would be divided. War could begin. But if he stayed quiet, he would continue to live a lie. He would be wearing a crown that was never meant for him. The next morning, he made his choice. He said nothing. The party went ahead. People cheered for Cassian. He was crowned as the rightful heir. Only he knew it was false. Lucas disappeared a few weeks later. Some say Cassian helped him leave quietly. Others say the court forced him to go. He was last seen working in a small village as a horse caretaker. Cassian ruled for many years. People said he was kind and wise. But he never married. He never had children. At night, he often walked alone through the palace halls. Servants said he looked like a ghost searching for something. When Cassian died at age 62, the truth finally came out. The letter was found hidden among his private books. A royal guard read it aloud in front of the court. Gasps filled the room. The truth had been buried for decades. People were shocked. Some were angry. Others said it did not matter. Cassian had been a good king. Lucas was never found again. His children, if he had any, remained unknown. A royal historian later wrote, "One ruled with a crown but no blood. The other had the blood but no crown." So what is royalty really? Is it the blood in your body or the choices you make? Cassian ruled with heart and wisdom, even though he was not born to be king. But Lucas, who was born to rule, never got the chance. And now, I ask you, if you were Cassian, would you have told the truth? Would you have given up the crown even if it broke your kingdom? Or would you do what he did and keep the secret buried forever? Let me know in the comments. Would you survive this royal nightmare? If this story shocked you, hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden tales from history, and share this with someone who loves royal drama. Because sometimes history is not written in stone. It is whispered in secrets.